Welcome, I'm Shannon Fox. I'm glad that you're joining me this morning because I've got 3 hours filled with great items for you. In fact, including a brand new launch of a coin that is our today's special. It's been very, very popular because it's an incredible value and it's the very first time and only place that you can get that one. First day of issue, that's coming up next hour. But in this hour, I've got 4 electronics items that are gonna make your life easier and safer. This one is called the Net Reset. It's an automatic modem and router reboot system. If you're wondering, well, why, Shannon, why do I need this? Because it will speed up your connection. If this is you, I've got no network, I've loss of power, and you're frustrated and you're angry, how about one little device for $10 that will speed up your internet by 24%? And that's not just your internet, that's everything that's hooked into that modem, all of that Wi-Fi that's coming into your house. One simple plug, that's all it takes. It's part of our American Dreams item, and guess what? I'm not the only one who's saying that this is a must-have item. The FBI says that you need to restart your modem in order to keep it safe. This does it automatically without having to reach under and unplug it. And here it is. This is that public service announcement from the FBI. They said foreign cyber actors target home and office routers and network devices worldwide. The FBI recommends any owner of small office and home office routers power cycle, reboot. That's turn them on, off, turn them back on your devices. Foreign cyber actors have compromised hundreds of thousands of home and office routers and other networked devices. The malware is able to perform multiple functions, including possible information collection, device exploitation, and blocking network traffic. All that sounds terrible, horrible, and with one simple device, you can follow the FBI's recommendation. This is the very first time that we've had it on 5 Flex. Every other time it's been on 2 Flex. We've sold thousands of these to great reviews. And Aaron Berger is here to show us how simple it is to protect your internet and also to speed it all up. There it is, that's the device right there, that's the Net Reset. For $10 to get it home and experience that 24% faster. Yeah. Hopefully, you'll never have to think like, oh, I just thwarted a foreign
government
invader,
that
right?
was attacking me.
Exactly.
But that'll be taken care of on its own. You won't have to worry about that. What you'll love is your computer will feel faster, your smartphone will feel faster, your smartwatch will feel faster, your tablet will feel faster. You think about your security system at home, maybe you have an Arlo or a Canary or something like that. Doesn't it make you feel faster to know that you can have, in fact, they say it very well, your internet into the strongest and most reliable connection possible? And today, like you said, for the first time, you can do it for a little bit of nothing. $10, that's exciting. And it's so simple to use. So again, the government recommends you have to regularly reboot your router. And I'll show you that still again in a second, but first I want to show you how easy it is to use it. This is just a plug. Okay, this just plugs into your wall. So you take this, you plug it into your wall, and you see over here it says MOD. You plug your modem in on that side. Right? You see over here, it says ROU. You plug your router into that side. And if we just look, take a look down here, you'll see that we've already done that right here. And you see that both of the lights are on. It says what time it is. This will reset for you. You tell it when you want it to reset every night.
Like when you're sleeping.
Like when most people do it at 3 or 4 in the morning. So I just actually turned it off and turned it back on as though it were doing a reset. And what you'll find is the modem will come back on and then it will wait 60 seconds, which is what you're actually supposed to count. Wait 60 seconds exactly, and then you're supposed to turn your router back on. This does it all for you every night. You don't have to crawl underneath your desk. You don't have to crawl underneath your bed. Let me say 2 quick things. If you have, this works, and it even says on the back of the box, it's compatible with all modems, routers, or combo network equipment. I want to mention 2 things. If you have like AT&T Uverse, for example, where the modem and the router are 1 unit, then you only plug in 1 thing and it will reset that and it will do all the things we're talking about. If you have fiber optic, with fiber optic you have something called an ONT and a router, you only plug the router in. Now you don't have to remember any of this. Here's the really good news. This comes with a lifetime of support. In fact, we have a phone number that we're gonna show you guys right now. If you plug this, it's the easiest product in the world to use. It has sold out every time I've had it on HSN. Last time we had it was November 4th. It took us 2 months to get it back in. But if you have any questions, if you plug this in and you're like, well, I had to reset my system, or I have a question about it, there's a toll-free number, and I think we have a still for this that we can show you guys, that you can call any time you have there it is. So it's email support, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they'll respond within 24 hours. So that's how easy it is to have any questions that you might have answered. Why is it important? I want to show you this FBI still again. It's not just Aaron that thinks it or Shannon that thinks it. Memorial Day of last year, I got an alert on my phone. I thought it was an Amber Alert. I've never gotten anything like this from the government in terms of how do I take care of my consumer electronics. Foreign cyber actors target home and office routers and network devices worldwide. This was May 25th, 2018. The FBI recommends any owner of small or home office routers power cycle reboot their devices. Foreign cyber actors have compromised hundreds of thousands of home networks. What people don't understand is your router, much like your computer, your tablet, your other devices, has memory on it that needs to be cleared, and memory that can be compromised, where viruses and malware and spyware can sit. It's as easy as unplugging and replugging it every day to make sure you're the most protected and you're the fastest. Can you believe you plug this in, everything's 24% faster. Your videos don't buffer anymore. There's no pausing and waiting when you're surfing online. Your phone is quicker, the whole bit. Well, and
I mean, granted, we love our phones. We love everything that's connected to Wi-Fi makes our life easier, but when it's slow, it's... You want to kill it. You want to throw it out the window, right? It's buffering. It's got that little time thing spinning around. Look how ecstatically happy he is because his internet works. It's fine. It got its beauty rest, right? So I know how I feel after a great 8-hour night of sleep. At least I can remember back to when I've ever gotten 8 hours of sleep. It's like that beauty rest. It's that reset for you. This is a reset for your computer. You know when your phone will say, you need to turn this off in order to update overnight. We need to sort of reset everything and give you the updates. Your router's the same. It needs to be able to get updates from its service provider as well. This is when it gets all of those updates. It shuts itself off. It re-clears out. You get faster speeds. That's what you'll notice. But you're also doing what the FBI recommends. Now, this is the first time 5 Flex. That means $10, free shipping, and you get to try it out. So get on the phone right now. You can always ask any questions. You can even ask them to put you through and ask questions for Aaron as well. But note, you've got 24/7 customer service built into this for the lifetime of your device. And you can go on hsn.com. You can even use your HSN app. But Aaron, whenever I call, if there's a problem with my router and I call the service provider,
or email
they tell me, they tell me to turn off my router and turn it back on. Is that the
email
same?
So that's a great point. We get on the phone with whoever our service provider is, right? And we wait and we wait and we wait and we wait for some brilliant answer. And what's the first thing they always say? Unplug your router, wait for a minute. And I can never even remember the order. I have to look here. They say plug your modem back in, wait for 60 seconds, plug your router back in. It's always the first step because it clears all of the old information. It updates the router and it updates the modem. What you're doing is you're proactively taking care of that every single day so that your system is as fast as it can be. Think about how much money you spend every month having great internet in your house, right? You probably spend $100 or more a month. Now, this is not a monthly fee. Everybody kind of has to understand that. This is a one-time purchase. With a one-time purchase, you can increase the speed by 24% and know that you're keeping your phone and your tablet and your computer and your security system and your kid's baby monitor and all of those things as fast, as safe, and as effective as they can possibly be.
Right, and I didn't quite understand the importance of turning it off. In fact, I would kind of get frustrated when I would talk to the internet provider and they'd be like, did you turn it off and turn it back on again? And I was like, what's magical about that? That doesn't even make any sense. But it makes sense when you explained, Aaron, that your modem carries a lot of, it has a memory. And if you don't turn it off, it never has a chance to clear that out, which is just blocking it up and making it slower and slower. This is that really easy solution, and today we've made it really easy for you to get it home for $10, the first time we've ever had it on 5 Flex, and we're shipping it to you for free, and you've got a complete money-back guarantee. So if you get it home and you say, you know what, I don't know, I didn't notice any difference, or I don't want to do what the FBI says, forget the FBI. Whatever you say, you're always welcome to send it back. Exactly. All right, we don't recommend that, but you're always welcome to send it back because we have a complete money-back guarantee on everything, including all of our electronics. And I like that it was created in Kentucky.
It was. an American Dreams item, as you said,
item.
part of our series where American inventors make things that make our lives better.
Yeah, because sometimes people think, well, oh, I can just go buy that from my router company or whatever. They don't make it. They really don't make anything like this. So definitely get that available. And you're going to stick with us because we've got a today's special too that is just unpass-upable. Is that a word? I just made it up. You can't pass it up. All right, this is coming up also at the end of the hour. This is from AT&T. This is a 5-set handpiece that will literally block the calls that you don't want to get without you even knowing it. So you don't have to say, no, I don't want robocalls, stop calling me. The phone actually screens away all of the robocalls before you ever even, the phone won't even ring. It will screen those calls. It's a brilliant system. It's from AT&T. You've also got Deck 6 technology, so it's very clear, and you're getting 5 hand pieces, beautiful colors in champagne and rose gold. Today, that is $30 off, and it's $20 to get it home. Easy to set up and easy to use with your existing landline. No, you don't have to have AT&T service. It's just that really high-quality AT&T phone. All right, we've got an incredible today's special, too, and if you are about to run out of printer ink and you've been thinking, oh, okay, we just did this. My husband just came back and he was like, man, printer ink was $40. Why are you spending $40 for printer ink? You can get an HP Envy printer with 2 full cartridges of ink for $59. It's 80% off of the retail price and $90 off of HSN's price. This, last time we had this was a Black Friday deal. We saved it again for, is today the last day of the year? It is the 31st, right? Yes. We had the Black Friday deal, which always is incredible, and then we're saving it for the last day of the year. Look at this value. If you were to purchase the Envy all-in-one printer on itself, and this is a photo printer, when you see the prints, you'll be amazed, $150. We're giving you 3 softwares included for another $140. These help you make your pictures look beautiful. We'll walk through that with you. You even get a coloring book, I love that, and 1 month of instant ink. And when we tell you what instant ink is, you're gonna be amazed. This printer will order your ink for you. You never, ever have to go to the aisle where they never seem to have your right type of ink, and it's really expensive. $59 total, $10 to get it home, and we're gonna ship it to you for free, which is a big deal because this is HP. It's a really big, very feature-rich printer, and the reason that Aaron Berger is not here right now is because he's hanging out over on the couch.
I'm not that far away.
Not too far away, but you could be.
I could be anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. So this has something called ePrint, HP ePrint, which means you can print from any device, any smartphone, any tablet, any computer, any device from anywhere in the world. Why? The computer has a built-in email address. So if you're out to dinner with friends and somebody takes a great picture on their phone, and I gotta ask you, where are all your pictures from the holidays right now? Are they trapped on people's phones, or are they printed out and in frames all over your house where you can love on them every day? It's so easy. If somebody takes a picture, you go, hey, I love that picture, email it to Shannon at hpeprint.com. When you get home, it will be printed and waiting there for you. And not just printed, it will be HP printed. So we're talking about the best quality in the world. HP is the #1 inkjet printer company, in fact, in the entire world. And we'll also talk about it's the least expensive color printing. Now I've picked up a computer. As I said, you can print from any device. So whether you print from a smartphone, this happens to be an iPhone, it could be an Android phone, it could be a Windows phone, this happens to be a PC, it could be a Lenovo, it could be an HP, it could be an Apple, it could be any device. You can print from any device in the world, from anywhere in the world, because the computer has its own email address. And look at that. So there's the picture that I just printed. That took maybe...
you printed that from over there.
Because that's what I printed from my phone. That's the little photo from the phone.
Did you use Bluetooth or you used the
I used Wi-Fi, yeah. Okay. So I used email. So basically, I get that I was just right over there, but I could have just as well have been on vacation in Germany at the Christmas markets or whatever, something great like that for the holidays. When there's a picture, you send it to your phone, and here, I'm gonna just walk down here and show you guys.
No, because that's a 4x6.
Yeah, so this is really smart. I'm glad you're asking this question. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I anticipated what was coming.
You knew it was
How did it know to print a 4x6? Because the default, if you send a photo, is for it to print a 4x6. Now, look at I want you guys to see, here's my hands, I'm not doing anything, but this is what just came out. If you look at the printer that's on the top table, this is what just came out of the top table.
That's photos.
This is what I sent from my laptop, and this printed on 8.5 by 11, which brings us to a point. there are 2 paper sizes in every computer. So there's 2 paper trays. There's an 8.5 by 11.
They can be loaded simultaneously.
They can be loaded simultaneously, and the computer knows, the printer knows which one to print on. So right now, I could print on in fact, I'm gonna make a copy right now just to make a point of how good the color quality is. I could copy this onto a full-size page, but I'm not going to, because you just saw a full-size page come up here. So just for the heck of it, I'm gonna copy this. We're just gonna choose copy, and I'm gonna copy it onto a photo size page. But the point is, both papers, I'll run down here to show you, are loaded at the same time. And I think that's so convenient to not have to load photo paper every time you want to print a photo.
And it's really fast. I was telling you, the printer that I have, that my husband just paid $40 additional for the ink, it's basically like getting a free printer when you get this, because you're getting 2 full-size ink cartridges. It's beautiful and it's fast. The one that I have, I swear it took a full 60 seconds to print 1 picture, and it wasn't vibrant color. It looked really dark and kind of dingy. Not the kind of photo that you would frame for sure. How about this?
Look at that. And those are live printing in front of Shannon right now, by the way.
Like, I literally just reached down and grabbed this. I could grab any one of these. This looks like you went and had it printed at like the really expensive kiosk, but I know that you're gonna blow everybody away with how much these cost. Okay, so the prints that you see Shannon holding right now are the full 8.5 by 11s that I'm holding right now. To print these on this printer, because this has HP Instant Ink, or look, there's a little puppy, by the way, that just came out copied. 5 cents. This costs 5 pennies to print. This costs not $5 like it does when you go to the kiosk, because that's what it costs at the kiosk, is $5, right? 5 pennies to print. One more here. How much you think this one costs, Shannon? I'm gonna guess that we're going with a trend of 5 pennies. I'm glad that you're listening. 5 pennies to print this. It is in fact the lowest price color printing in America on any printer under $300. And let me explain how that works. This printer comes, first of all, it comes with full ink cartridges. So right there, it's sort of like buy the ink cartridges, get the printer for free, because this is about, since it's 80% off retail price today, right? It's about what you would normally pay. These are full cartridges, not trial, not intro, not beginner. So that's number 1. Number 2, we include a full month of HP Instant Ink. What is HP Instant Ink? HP Instant Ink is the best, is the thing that you will never, ever go without. 98% of people who try it use it. HP Instant Ink is an ink replacement service. So when your printer runs out of ink, you don't do anything. In fact, your printer lets HP Central know. It uses Wi-Fi, it lets them know. Ink just shows up at your door. You probably didn't even know you were about to be out of ink. You're not billed $50 or $60 or $70 or whatever for that ink. It's $5. I'll get to that in a minute. So your printer orders ink, so you'll always have it. Your monthly plans are based on pages printed, not cartridges used. You can use as much full color 8.5 by 11 ink as you want. That's one of the best things. I tell everybody, just print in full color all the time on 8.5 by 11. There is no annual fee. You can change or cancel your plan at any time. Ink, shipping, and cartridge recycling are all included. How much can you save? This is like the show me the money. The model plan, the one in the middle, the moderate plan, the green one, is the one that almost everyone I know uses. It's $4.99 a month. So that breaks down, that's for 100 pages, it's 5 pennies a page. And if you go over, it's still only 5 pennies a page. Just having this printer, if your goal is to save money in the new year, you will save average yearly savings $204 just on ink on your printer. Just the printer pays for itself 3 times. Already doing right now. That's exactly right. Even better. And you have a new printer that is also a scanner and that is also a copy machine and that it has brand new print heads. The last thing, if you print a lot, like if you have a couple of kids in the family, maybe you print a lot, frequent printing, look at what your savings is there. If you print up to 300 pages a month, save $672 in a year. It's extraordinary, right? That's really incredible. Big difference. If one of your New Year's resolutions is to save money or to be budget friendly, you might have thought, well, I'm gonna just have to not use my printer as much because it's really expensive, the ink. Instead of not using your, well, don't use your printer at all. Use your new HP printer and save hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Now, don't look at this and think that this is a $59 printer. This is not a $59 printer. This is a $150 printer, and we're including ink and we're including software that's an additional $140 worth. We're also including your very first Get Hooked month of instant ink, because of course you can always buy ink if you'd like to use that in here, but the instant ink is pretty magical, to be honest. $298 value. You're saving over 80% off of retail today, under $60, and we've got it on 6 flex of $10. That's interest-free payments on any major credit card, a couple minor credit cards. We're gonna ship it to you for free. It's a beautiful, sleek design. So this will fit on any place that you've already got your printer. This will fit. It's a great design, a touch screen, the beautiful color pictures. Now you can actually print photos instead of sending them off or going to a kiosk in the store, in your own home. And maybe you don't even want to be there. Maybe you want to take a picture on your phone and send it to your printer and have it waiting for you. Maybe you want to get this as a gift for grandma, and you want to be able to send her photos and have them just magically appear in her tray. I think that's such a great gift idea.
So nice.
Last time, Erin, we had a big, like, the report is due tomorrow, and you're up all night, and it was this big history report from my son, Ben. Ran out of ink.
Happens all the time.
Midnight, right?
Every time.
Everyone here's like, oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
You will never ever run out of ink before a big presentation, before a big paper is due. When you want to print that beautiful photo and you're giving it as a gift, you want to put it in the frame. This really is such an incredible solution, a great answer. And one of my New Year's resolutions is, if I don't like something in my life, I'm gonna change it, I'm gonna get rid of it, I'm gonna fix it.
Yeah.
I hate my printer. I hate it. Do you hate your printer? This is the easiest way and the least expensive way to fix it. You deserve to have something in your life that you use on a daily basis that's easy, that makes your life easier, and you're saving money every single time you use it. I think that's what's so brilliant about this.
And when's the last time you replaced your printer? I mean, a lot of us, it's been 3 or 4 years. Sure. Meanwhile, our smartphones have gotten these great 8 megapixel cameras, and we think, oh, this should take such a beautiful picture, and we print it out on the printer, and it looks terrible. It's your printer that's the weakest link. This is not. The high definition quality of the printing is out of this world. What I haven't shown you, I want to show you something right over here. This is also a print kiosk. What I mean by that, you can put a memory card in this. So you know how you go to the kiosk at the mall or at the drugstore or wherever? Well, look, there's a space here where you can pop in a memory card. It's really cool. It kind of folds out of the way when you're not using it. And then you have a full color screen. Take a look at the screen over the top. So I'm gonna hop into my memory card, and what are we gonna do? We're gonna print some photos. We wanna view and print. One of the really cool things about this is it has built-in editing. It's almost like having a little computer or a little tablet on your printer. So I can choose any of these photos, I'm gonna choose this one right here, continue. And then if I wanna edit this photo, I can go right over here and I can look at, you guys see what I'm doing? I'm rotating the photo. I can crop the photo. See how it lets you crop? You can pinch and you can zoom. You can change the color. You can do all those kind of things. I just say, okay, done. Let's go ahead. If you want to change your settings over here, the layout or the paper type, I'm just going to print that out. No, you know what? I was going to print it out on 4x6, but I think I have time. I'm going to print it out on full size letter. Yep, let's go. Let's print this. Let's get it going. And while this is printing, I want to show you just a couple other things. The printer that's in front of Shannon is doing something really cool. So we've already talked about saving you over 50% on your ink. Remember, even prints like this that just came out, wow. Did your printer print like this? Are 5 pennies for the ink. It is the lowest price color printing in America, and that's where they usually get you, is on the ink. You know, that's how printer companies keep you coming back. That's not the case here at all today. Lowest price color printing in America. I'm gonna set this down to show you. This also does something called duplex printing. So this printer, let's see what's going on here. If this, oh good. So this just printed the front of the page. Watch what happens. I'm gonna pull these out so you can really see. So there's one page in there, right? It lets it dry for just a moment. It automatically pulls it back in, flips it over, and prints on the other side of the page. So I think of this as being, oh, paper just went on sale half price for the life of the printer, because you can buy half as much paper. It makes reports look better. It's obviously better for the environment, which just about all of us are trying to do now. Another cool thing, even though this is a duplexing printer, it doesn't have a big duplexer on the back of it. I'm just trying to show you all the back. Usually if you have a duplexer, there's this big unit that sticks off the back so it can't go flush up against a wall. This is the HP Envy series, which is built to be not only a better series, but also a more aesthetically pleasing series. So they have an internal duplexer in this. It looks a lot nicer if you want to have in your kitchen and your living room. Because remember, everybody in the house, it doesn't matter if they have a tablet, it doesn't matter if they have a smartphone, if they have Apple, if they have Mac, if they have Android, everybody can print to this. Crafters rejoice. The crafting on it, just a couple of silly little crafting things that we did. We printed on some bags, on paper bags. This is cool too. We include $199 of additional software. Whoa. One of those things, again, if your New Year's resolution is to save money, we include Hallmark Card Studio. Hallmark Card Studio lets you print all of your cards for, remember, it's the software is free, but just the printing, if you use HP Instant Ink, will be 5 cents. They're real Hallmark cards. You can see on the back.
Right.
You care enough to send the very best because you've got a Hallmark sign.
But
cool,
you can even personalize those as well.
Yeah, pictures and all that.
5 cents for a card. I could have used this at Christmas time. But now you'll never be without a get well, congratulations, happy birthday card. This is such an incredible solution. It's our Today Special too. What that is, every day we have our best value of the day. Well, sometimes we have a final quantity of something and we just want to be able to give you the best value. This was our Black Friday deal. Now we've got it back for one day, the final day of 2018 for $10. You still have a complete money back guarantee all the way through the end of January. We're going to ship it to you for free, but 5 interest-free payments of $10 to get photos like that for a nickel. Now, how does this connect to your computer? Real fast.
Great question. So Wi-Fi is how it connects to your computer. You can be anywhere. You can Wi-Fi, or you can also do something called HP Direct. So if you don't have Wi-Fi in your house, it will show up on your phone or your tablet as an item, and you can Wi-Fi Direct to it as well.
Super easy. So it's really easy to just plug in and go. Thank
HP
you so
has
much,
great customer
Aaron.
service. Thank you, Shannon.
Incredible quality. Thank you so much for that. Be sure that you get yours before those are gone. Save one for me because I hate my printer. This is the one that I'm going to upgrade to as well. And also, Aaron, thank you so much for bringing us the net reset, because that is the FBI's recommendation to turn your modem and your router off in order to protect yourself from nefarious characters who would invade your router and actually get information and sort of take over. It also will speed up your internet connection for your phone, for your tablets, for your computer by 24%. So whether you're just getting it for the speed or you want to be able to have that protection in your home, that's the way to go. It's the first time on 5 Flex, so it's only $10 to get it home and try it out. All you do is plug it in. That's pretty much it, and you will start to get all of the benefits. See the speed in your devices, and also know that you are protected. I always like knowing that I'm doing what the FBI suggests. I feel like if the FBI knocked on my door and suggested something, I'd be like, oh, okay. Okay, that sounds like a good idea. I don't even know why, but okay, yeah, I'm doing it. All right, so definitely take advantage of that while we've got those in stock. And one other thing that I love in this electronics hour is if you get those robocalls, I know we all get them, right? You answer the phone, somebody's calling me. It's kind of exciting when somebody calls you. It's like getting a card in the mail, right? Somebody's calling me, somebody's thinking about me. You pick it up. They're trying to sell you something, you get that little pause, and then it's some robocall. And if you get a lot of those on your landline, there's really no way to protect yourself from those. You put yourself on the no-call list, they get around it somehow. They cannot get around your brand new AT&T call blocker. This is the AT&T 5-handset cordless phone system. This is Smart Call Block. So this actually acts like your own personal secretary. And you are, is what they say, like kind of like in LA, like at the agencies, people come in and they're like, and you are, I'll see if they're in. That's kind of what it's like, not quite so snotty. $99.99 for your own personal secretary that determines if this is a call worthy of your time or not, without even ringing it. You don't have to push a button. You don't have to say, I don't want to take that call. It knows. We have 2 beautiful colors. There's the rose gold and there's the champagne, and you're getting 5 handsets for under $100. It's $20 interest-free, any major credit card, a couple minor ones. We're gonna ship it to you for free, and Bill Duggan is here. Now, I would answer the call. I would answer the phone if you called me.
I would hope so.
But there are a lot of people that I really don't want to
Well, that's just it. Once they're in your directory and they're approved, they don't get screened. But it's those unwanted, unsolicited calls, which is the #1 complaint to the Federal Trade Commission, are people who are getting those unwarranted calls. We sign up for those do not call lists and all that, but guess what? It is easier for a company to set up a robocall situation where they will dial 1,000 numbers a minute, and eventually someone picks up that phone. Because no one ever follows through in terms of, going after them. Why are you calling my house? So what AT&T has done is they've answered our 2 biggest complaints. We wanted better audio, so you're getting a better audio, better connection, better range, which is important, but then you're also getting a smart call blocking system. And so what you have to think about is, what does that mean? we've heard of call blocking before. And normally, like if the phone rings and I have to block the call, I have to go back to the base station, that one place I can block it. I have to go back to that one little red button that I paid extra for to block the call. What you're gonna notice is I'm gonna actually call the house right now. I'm gonna be that robocaller, and what you're gonna hear is what they would hear on the other end of the phone. So I'm calling the house, and you notice I'm ringing your house. But if you notice, your home phones are not ringing.
Hello, calls to this number are being screened by smart call.
It's still not ringing.
Please say your name after the
It's pre-screening the call. Roof repair.
Please wait a moment.
Because what you're noticing, a robocall cannot even identify itself.
Right.
If it is someone who can get through that part, it will ring the house. You hear it is, it'll say that recorded name I just did. Oh, I'm gonna let it go to voicemail. Or maybe it was like, it's the grade school, it's the doctor. And so what that allows it to do, more importantly, if that was a robocall, you have silence throughout your house, which is so important. I set this up for the holidays for my mom, and I gotta tell you, she was not excited about the champagne colors she got. She was more excited that during dinner, the phone didn't ring. Because it's inevitable you're gonna get that call when you least want it.
Right.
I mean, it's a way of people doing business, but it's also a way of disturbing us. So you said it perfectly. That pre-screened call is like having that assistant. So, you know, your receptionist answers the phone and like, oh, we're not interested, because it knows it's an unwarranted call. Right. Can block and screen up to 1,000 phone numbers, has a nice vibrant LED screen so you can see what's going on. All those different phone numbers are within reach. You can access your voicemail, digital voicemail, and even the footprint of the base station is a smaller compact model, yet you're getting better range. So here's the base station, and I don't know if you can notice, it is a tight little footprint. You still have your digital answering machine, which is great, better range, because remember, what are the two complaints everyone wants? Is unwanted calls blocked, taken care of, and then better range. So you have that Deck 6 audio. So
you can walk into the backyard, or you can walk into the garage.
And you've said it perfectly too. You have 5 additional handsets. So what does that mean? You have your base station, then you can have one in the kitchen, you can have one on his and her side of the bed if you'd like, or even out next to you and when you're watching TV, the man cave, because all of these bases only just need a plug, so power, that's all.
Remember when fancy hotels were had phones in the bathroom?
Ooh, yes,
was like,
fancy.
Why? I don't want to talk to anybody in the bathroom.
I remember back in the day.
You never missed the call.
My grandfather had like this 150-foot phone cord so we could take the phone all the way out to the pool so we wouldn't miss a phone call. And
now you can do that, though.
And that's really where you want range. Actually, what we did for my mom is we set it up. She's in an in-law unit, but it's out way in the back.
Right.
We don't need a landline or anything out there because we have this in the base station. We just gave her one of these, so now she can make her landline calls and all that. But more importantly, that main number, which we've had in the family for years, everyone puts it down as the home phone number, gets all the solicitation calls. We don't get them anymore.
That's really incredible. Today, it's $30 off, and you can get it home for $20 interest-free on any major credit card, a couple minor ones. If you want to use your PayPal or you want to use your debit card, but after 5 payments, it's completely yours. Now, we'll send it to you after that very first $20, and you get to experience it and see if you love it. Within that first 30 days, if you're not ecstatically happy, you're always welcome to send it back. We're gonna ship it to you on our dime, and after that first $20, it's yours. So get on your phone, whatever phone that is. It can even be a cell phone right now, landline. Give us a call, talk to one of our representatives. You can go to hsn.com. You can even go to the HSN app. You just download that real quickly on your tablet or your phone, and then you can get shopping. You're gonna be able to see in person, too, the champagne or the rose gold. I have never seen a rose gold telephone.
That's
so pretty.
HSN and AT&T made that happen for us. Caller ID, which is important, announces it. Digital answer machine.
Hi, Bill. It's Becca. I just wanted to call and see how your holidays.
I'll have to call her back. Nice and loud. Why is that important? I can hear it whether, you know, I'm making dinner or sitting on the couch. So it has caller ID, digital answering machine, and one thing that's really important too, you see the footprint of this? It's a lot smaller, so it doesn't take up a lot of space in terms of your base station. But that voicemail, I don't have to run all the way back to the base station to listen to it. I can listen to it from any handset, because maybe I keep one out in the garage, maybe one is in that in-law unit. These also can be operated as an intercom system or a walkie-talkie system throughout the house. And so we've talked about the smart...
So they don't even have to be on the base to be able to call, what, like another phone or something?
Correct. So I can actually do push to talk right over here, which actually acts as a walkie-talkie. So I can hold this down. It'll activate the push to talk system throughout the house. Dinner's ready.
Oh,
We're getting feedback because all of our handsets are right next to each other. But more importantly, you're gonna be able to communicate that way or via an intercom. I mean, it's just an elevated system. So we talked about the smart call blocking, which is important. But let's talk about the better audio. The second complaint. What does that mean? Normally people are getting interference, it's crackling, it's dropping out, or we can only get so far away from our base station. With DEC 6 technology from AT&T, you have less interference from all the other channels that are circulating around our house, whether it's the Wi-Fi, the microwave, you have better range, and you have high definition audio. And if you could see the buttons on here, they're all backlit, which is great and convenient, easy to operate and navigate, easy to see what's going on your screen. And remember how I was saying, like, we missed that one call, I wanna get my voicemail? I don't have to run back to the base station. I go right over here to my menu, play that voicemail. It's gonna take me 10 new messages. I could turn up the volume if I'd like or whatever, but more importantly, I'm not having to run all the way back to the base station. Everything's right on here. I even have call blocking. If a call does get through, I can still block it.
So maybe it's from a certain call that, it wasn't a robocall, but it was a call you don't want it, and you can block it to 1,000. This is the champagne color, which is the most limited. I think we started with about 3,300. We only have about 400 remaining for the entire year. How's that? This is the last day.
This is it?
Of the entire year. But really that's an amazing limited. We started out with other colors. We now have rose gold and champagne gold, beautiful colors. But know that the champagne is the most limited. This is a great way to be able to update your system. Maybe you've got phones and you can't see the numbers, or they don't light up, or you can't turn off the ringer when you want. It certainly doesn't act as your receptionist for you and stop those robocalls, because this is the only phone system that we have here at HSN that will do that for you. There are some that you can physically block. There are some that you can actually get a button that will block. This is the only one that does it for you. And AT&T, of course, is one of the original names in telephone. You don't have to have an AT&T service. You can have whatever service you have in your landline. It's just the AT&T quality in the phone. This is a great opportunity for you to get. And it's a big customer pick. And Bill, some of the things that made this a customer pick were how easy it was to use. You just plug it right in. How you only have to have one actual landline.
Plugged in.
Plugged in, right? The rest of them just plug into a regular outlet, and how easy it is to see the numbers.
And how easy it is to block those calls. That is the #1 complaint. Remember, it's better audio, which you're gonna get because it has that DEC 6 technology, but it's those unwarranted calls. Only AT&T offers that smart call blocking. And what does that mean? It pre-blocks the calls before they ring your house, before they bother you during dinner time. They know when we're home for some reason, and it's always the worst time. Can block up to 1,000 calls, which is a huge. We've also had other phones that, 20, 30 numbers, 50 numbers maybe, 1,000. That is heaven, because that's gonna give you nice peace and quiet. And you can easily unblock a number 2, but we're gonna show you again how it doesn't even ring the house. Because yes, there's times when someone gets through, maybe it's, someone you don't want to talk to anymore, it's the bully on the playground, it's, an old doctor you don't want to talk to anymore. You can block them manually, but it's the pre-blocking that really is phenomenal. I'm gonna call the house right now. You're gonna hear it ringing on my end, but what you're gonna notice is my phone's, it's ringing. I'm calling your house. I'm that robocall waiting for you to pick up.
Hello, calls to this number are being screened by smart call blocking.
Look at that. It's not ringing the house.
After the tone.
A robocall cannot say their name because it takes a while for them to pick up. So it's not gonna be able to identify himself. So guess what? It never rang the house.
And it also doesn't tell you, how do you know that it's screening? Because it doesn't ring.
You did see it light up a little bit. I'll make that call again. So you see it's actually, again, not gonna ring the house, but you notice it's getting engaged.
Hello, calls to this number.
See, it's actually saying it's being screened by smart call blocking. So you kind of might be able to be like, okay, a call might come through. But no, remember that robocall can't get through. It's grandma. Or grandpa. And the thing is just, grandma doesn't have to go through this process every time. The kids don't go through this process every time. Because once they're in your directory and all that. It's grandma. Oh, it's grandma. I got to pick up that call. So I go and run and grab the phone. But more importantly, what you notice, the calls that you want to get through are going to get through. And so that's the other important thing, like you mentioned at the beginning. When the phone rings, it's like getting that package in the mail. It's like, oh, someone's calling me. I can't wait to talk to them. But when it's the letdown of a solicitation, so when you know and you hear your phone ring, you know it's been pre-screened. You know it's going to be someone of interest because it's not a solicitation, not that robocall, and you can enjoy better audio and not be bothered by a solicitation. You also mentioned maybe you have that old phone that you can't turn off the ring or anything. All the controls that are normally at a base station are on each handset. There's even a quiet mode, which I appreciate, so I can come right down here and put it in quiet. So maybe it's nap time, everyone's asleep, so I can just put on quiet mode so it won't ring the whole house. You have your call block button, speakerphone, which is great. I want you to realize it also has that intercom system, which I think is just really phenomenal. So you can set it up to call like just the kids up in their bedroom. So yes, the kids can have it, but it's, you know, for intercom purposes.
If you've got a workshop or a, you know, a back room or something like that, that's great.
So you can just call the kitchen, Mom, what's for dinner? Just call everyone in the office, get down here. So you can really customize this to your heart's content. And you said it why it's customer pick. Remember, it pre-blocks the calls. It has better audio, better lights. The call blocking system is very easy to set up. There's voice prompts. So really, AT&T wants you to succeed, and that's a huge reason why it's a customer pick.
Yeah, you know, I want 2019 to be your happiest, most joy-filled year of all. So if there's something in your life that bugs you, do like me, make your New Year's resolution to just get rid of the stuff that's slowing you down, that makes you irritated. All those little things add up. Robocalls are right at the top of everybody's list. Nobody wants those calls that you pick up the phone and it's like, you wait, and then they start to try to sell you something or they try to talk you into a timeshare. Whatever it is, just no time for that in 2019. For $20, we're gonna ship this to you on our dime, and you can just choose champagne, most limited, or that really pretty rose gold as well. Thank you so much, Bill. We're saving $30 just for today on a big customer pick.
It's AT&T, man. It's that technology of smart call blocking, and they're the only ones that offer it.
I love it. It's that, and you,
exactly.
Can I program it to say that? And you,
and you want to speak to whom? You're giving me those LA days, like, totally.
All right, thanks so much. We're gonna take a really quick break. We'll be right back with a beautiful computer.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Computers, printers, cameras, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered with a plan that offers repair or replacement should something go wrong. And portable electronics feature accidental damage from handling, which covers unintentional mishaps like everyday drops, spills, and cracked screens. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details. Don't miss a thing with our HSN app, available on Apple and Android devices. Shop faster than ever with product videos. Watch HSN live anytime, anyplace, and get $10 off your first in-app purchase with code WELCOME10. Opt in to push notifications for early access to exclusive app-only deals. And the shop and search features make finding your favorites easier than ever. Search app on hsn.com to download.
Hey, welcome back. I'm Shannon Fox. Did Santa Claus bring you a new laptop? If he didn't, I think it's time for you to get yourself one. In fact, how about a Chromebook from Lenovo, the #1 name in laptops worldwide? That means all over the entire planet, Lenovo is #1, and there's a reason. It's because of the quality, the beauty of the screen, and the Chromebook feature where they've partnered with Google means you don't have to buy an additional virus protection. It's an amazing closed system, all protected, all in one beautiful package. We've really upgraded. This is the latest, oh look, there I am. This is the 2019 version. We've only had this out for 1 week, and it's our Today's Special 2, our second Today's Special 2 in the hour. But you are saving, I'm trying to do the math, $70 on this today, and you can get it home on 5 flexible payments of $56. It's item number 652637. But there are so many bells and whistles on this, and not only does it have 64 gigs of memory, we're also including in this great package an additional 32 gigs, which it will actually expand even further than that if you wanted to. But Joe Harrison is here to explain why you may not even use the gigs that we've included.
Because there's even unlimited storage.
This is so cool.
When you end up using Google Photos. So
Yeah.
it's a free app you download. You download it to your Chromebook here. You download it to all your phones. And then, Shannon, doesn't matter how many pictures you took. Like, you may have taken 1,000 pictures over the holiday.
Probably.
It uploads all the photos to the Google Photos, to their server. And now it's unlimited photos that you can store in there. And
That's usually what we store. That's usually what blocks up our computers in the first place.
You're exactly right. Most of us have like 100,000 photos that's sitting on your computer. computer, you never go back and use them, but they take up your computer's hard drive space. So Google created this great thing called Google Photos, where for free, for there's unlimited time. It doesn't last a month, doesn't last a year. For as long as you're using that device, Google Photos, it's unlimited storage. It's fantastic. It's one of the great things that Google does, and this is a Chromebook. In case you've never heard of a Chromebook, it's an operating system made by Google. So we have Windows, PCs, those have been around forever. Then you had Macs, and they have the iOS software, and this is the Google software, the Chromebook. But the great thing about this is that the Chromebook is the only operating system that actually makes your computer faster every single time you use it. It's crazy to think that way because we're used to having a computer that then last a couple of years and then we have to buy another one. Well, this one, every single time you turn it on, it automatically refreshes itself in the background and makes it quicker for you. Because when Google first came out with this operating system, they said when it first turned on, it used to take about 25 seconds to turn on. Shannon, they said that's not fast enough. Now it does it in less than 15 seconds. Also, when you put it to sleep, I'm gonna close it and put it to sleep, watch it's gonna go black and then it's gonna wake up again. That's less than a second. It used to take 7 seconds, but Google said that wasn't fast enough, so now they do it in less than a second. But keep in mind, we went from a computer that's off, black screen, connected to the internet and started streaming again, that fast, all in less than a second, because not only is the operating system faster, Google knew that most of the things we do, it's online. So the big problem that you have with online content is that you only have one antenna that is built into your computer. So as you start walking around the house, around the office, around the hotel, there's a lot of interference with refrigerators, with walls, with a lot of stuff. So what happens is that one antenna ends up getting a weak signal. So the easiest way to do it is double the antennas. Well, that raises cost. Most people won't do it, but Google said, if you're gonna sell a Chromebook, you have to have 2 antennas. So now they're making sure that once you're connected, you stay connected. So it's all these things in our life that we love to do, but we get frustrated because it's slow. Now we're making the internet even faster.
I love it. It's faster. We also, on this model, the brand new model, we're including a 2-year warranty. We've doubled the warranty for the Lenovo Chromebook. So now you get a 2-year warranty. For a laptop under $300, you don't find that anywhere to get that 2-year warranty included. It also has a nice, really long battery life. And the fact that it gets faster means that it's just the opposite of most laptops. Most laptops, the more you use them, the slower they get. You find that they're starting to lag. This actually gets smarter the more you use it. You also don't need any antivirus protection. It's a protected environment. I love it. It's like got a little bubble around it, which really is one of those things that we sort of hesitate when we're using a laptop, especially in a big, like maybe a coffee house or someplace out. I was in an airport and I was like, I don't want to use my laptop. And I was like, that's why I brought it, right? So when you're using your Chromebook, you actually know that you're protected. This is an amazing value. It's such a good value that we decided to call it our today's special 2, because you're saving off of the retail value. You're saving $120, $126 to be exact. It's 5 interest-free payments of $56, and we're shipping it to you for free. If you're even a little bit curious about how you might be able to get a Chromebook for $56, give us a phone call. Go to hsn.com. You can search around and look and price compare, but go to hsn.com, use your HSN app. And speaking of apps, there's so much that comes already loaded in this, like 1 million apps and movies. And
well, that's the great thing, and because it's designed by Google, Google says a lot of people have used our phones, and they've used their Google tablet and Android tablet, so you've gone to the Google Play Store. So you probably have your favorite apps that you love there. I'm gonna dive in here and show you on my system what your computer's gonna look like as soon as you get home. So as soon as you click on this one little application down here, it's a start menu. This shows you the previous applications that you just used and what your favorites are. But then you open it up and this shows you every single program that you decided to download and store and keep on here. So I'm gonna go back to the top. You see that one that's right there? That's the Play Store. As soon as I click on that, that now gives me access to over 1 million different apps and games and movies and books. Whatever you've loved on your tablets and on your phones, you can now do it. Like, have you ever played Clash of Clans? It's one of the top apps that are on there. You can now do it here. Is it the Google Home? Is it Pandora? Is it Instagram? All these apps that are available on the Google Play Store, you now can download to your computer. It's incredible to be able to have that. But what the other thing I love that Google does I'll go back to my applications here. They give you a couple different things. Like normally you have to go out and pay for Microsoft Office. That's what a lot of people do. Well, Google has its own version called Docs. So that's going to be your word processor. Then you also have something called Sheets that does your spreadsheet type stuff, just like Excel. There's also Slides, which is like PowerPoint. These are already included with your system, so you don't have to worry about adding that. But if you're a big fan of Microsoft Office, because you have the Google Play Store, Shannon, I can actually download. There's Excel that I downloaded. I have Word that's in the background too. So I've got Word as well. So it has all these different programs that are available to make it the perfect experience for you. And when you talk about the hardware, you see that I've got 4, 5, 6, 7 programs running right now at the same time, because even though this is an amazing price, it still has an amazing processor. It has a quad-core processor that is built inside. Quad-core meaning you have 4 cores, 4 brains, 4 engines, really allowing me to show that multitasking power. Like I had 7 or 8 programs, and now as I have my slideshow going through here, there's no hourglass, there's no hesitation. That's what you expect out of a computer that's 4 times this price. But the way this one is engineered, it doesn't need as much computer resources as one of those other operating systems. You don't need to have as powerful of a processor. You don't need to have as much RAM, because this operating system is more energy efficient. And when you talk about energy, a lot of times you talk about battery life. In most computers, you're lucky to get 3 or 4 hours of battery life. This now has up to a 10-hour battery life, all because of the engineering that's been built inside. So it's really an incredible system that can help you surf online even faster, help your kids with your Word documentations. Maybe you're doing your monthly budgeting, or maybe you just want to sit back and watch a movie, because sometimes you try to watch a movie. Beautiful. It is stunning, but when you want to watch a movie, it only gets to like an hour and a half. This, you can get through 10 hours, and then like you said, it is beautiful because it's also high definition. And when you see the screen in person, it's almost edge to edge. It's incredible how beautiful the screen is, but they've also included what they call an anti-glare screen. So if you're sitting next to a window, if you're sitting next to that overhead lamp, if it's always blocking your view and always has a little bit of glare on the screen, this is even that upgraded premium anti-glare screen. The other thing I'll show you too, as I pick mine up, the cool thing about having this type concept is that because it has all solid state components on the inside, there's no engine noise, there's no fan noise, there's no speed that you hear. Like sometimes you turn on the laptop and it sounds like it's taking off on you. And it's because it ends up having a fan on the inside that's cooling it down, and it also has another fan, a motor for the hard drive. But the hard drive has to spin about 5,000 times a minute in order for you to access files. Now why is that bad? Sounds great, it's gonna go fast, but it takes time to get up to that speed. With this one, because there's no motor in here, it's all solid state components, you don't have to wait for your hard drive to speed up. You don't have to wait for your computer to speed up. It is so quick, and I'll show you again. As you see right now, we're streaming live on HSN. And the great thing is we have 2 antennas that are streaming, so you're constantly connected. But as I close it, it's gonna shut it down, put it to sleep. Now you're gonna notice a black screen. Then when I wake it back up, less than a second. I'm back online, I'm back connected, I'm instantly on again. There was no hourglass, there was no hesitation. It goes back to those solid state components that are on the inside. It's really incredible. But it's also that really super thin bezel. This computer only weighs 3.5 pounds. It's incredible, a full function computer can weigh that little. You also have a memory card expansion slot that's right there. We're gonna give you 32 gigs worth of memory that you can expand later. There's also a USB port. You can plug in a printer, a mouse, another keyboard, whatever you want through that USB connection. This is also HDMI. If you want to plug this into a projector or a television, anything that's on your computer now gets projected somewhere else. Plus, this is also the USB Type-C. This is a new type of connection. A lot of Samsung phones use this connection. A lot of GoPros use that connection. That's a new type of USB port. We're including it because we know it's important for you. As you swing on over to the other side, we even have additional ports available for you to make sure you can grow with this computer. And then when you see the computer itself, it's almost edge to edge. So you don't have to worry about seeing this big, thick border. The keyboard is actually the same full-size keyboards you get on those larger, heavier laptops. So when you measure from the cues of the bracket, it's the same size as your desktop. We even made the touchpad even larger, so now it's less and less of constantly moving your fingers, and then you have that anti-glare screen. Even though we're just watching us right now, watch as I twist and turn this. Do you see any studio lights? Do you see any reflection from the dozen of the lights that we have on here? There's nothing whatsoever because it has that high quality anti-glare screen. It's just incredible that every detail from the screen to the mouse pad to even the hard drive has been thought about to make it a better experience for you.
And it's a really big screen too. So it's the biggest screen that Lenovo offers in that 14-inch size. This is the latest and the greatest. And here's the key when it comes to electronics. You want to get the latest electronic gadget because that kind of future-proofs it. And Lenovo has future-proofed this. In fact, we're including double the warranty. You get a 2-year warranty now on your Chromebook. And you've got all of the ports that you need, like Joe was explaining. You might even look at the port and go, well, I don't even have anything that has that port. Lenovo knows the future of technology is you will eventually need that port. So they've included it here. You don't even have to worry about renewing and getting a new computer in a year or so because this one is going to last you. It's really that future-proof. We've got a great value on it today. It's our today's special too. You're saving $70 today. We're gonna ship it to you for free. In fact, we've got a special electronics deal, so all of our electronics are on free shipping today. And we're gonna break it down into 5 interest-free payments of $56. You can't go out and just get a Lenovo Chromebook for $56 and try it out. Here's the other thing that makes HSN so special. You can get this home, try it out for 30 days, use it, get it out, set up your email. If you don't love it, you're welcome to send it back after that 30 days. Within that 30 days, no questions asked, no restocking fee. Most electronics, and especially the big box stores, right, Joe? If you bring something back, they say, well, you can get the same, you can only bring it back, first of all, if it's broken, if there was something wrong with it. You can't just go, meh, I didn't like it. I changed my mind. They won't take it back. But also, they'll charge you a restocking fee, and they'll maybe replace it with the same item. Here at HSN, you don't like it, we'll just take it back, no questions asked. So $56 is really a small price to pay, even if you're just curious. That antivirus protection that's built in kind of blows my mind as well.
It does. It's incredible because like, the way Google designed this is you download apps through the App Store. You download programs through the App Store. And we have the Google Play Store. It's over 1 million different apps and games and programs available for you to be able to access. But the thing about having that is normally when you download apps, that's where you get viruses. When you go to those free hotspots, that's where you get viruses. Well, Google has made such a strong, more secure operating system that you don't have to worry about viruses anymore. It's crazy to think that because for the last 30 years, we've thought we need to have an antivirus program. So what Google has done is they actually had a contest. They said, anybody out there in the world, if you can put a program into our system, go ahead. They made a challenge. They said, anybody wants to, give it a shot. It took 3 years for one person to be able to do that. And that one person now works for Google Security. It's incredible how secure this system is. So you don't have to worry about viruses anymore. You don't have to worry about antivirus or pop-ups or any of that thing that's now a thing of the past. And it's all because it's that latest operating system. It's an operating system that constantly is making itself smarter. And I love that. You can do so many things with this operating system, whether I'm just surfing online. I'll bring up my little start menu here. It has all my different programs that I've downloaded. So a lot of us use Chrome for our internet browser. We also can use docs and sheets and slides. That's our office productivity. There's photo editing, there's games on here. There's the Google Drive where you can upload all your great content. If you want to get into some more applications, there's Google Photos, there's YouTube, there's Netflix, there's Candy Crush. There's really a list, and it's an endless list because now you can go to the Google Play Store. And this is the only computer that has that. So have you ever gone to the Google Play Store on your cell phone, on your tablet? Don't you have some favorite apps on there? You know, is it your Amazon Prime Video? Is it Instagram? Is it your Pandora Music? Well, now every app that you've downloaded through the Google Play Store can now be downloaded to a computer. Normally you have to have a separate type of software, a separate type of hardware, but this, Google said, we're gonna make it simple for everybody. So if you've ever used a Google phone, you've ever used a Google tablet, that Google Android operating system, Shannon, there's no learning curve to it whatsoever because everything is so familiar. The only thing you need to learn, there's my little start menu, the bottom left. This tells me my top 5 applications I just opened up, or I click it again, and that shows me every program that I have. But I love that what HSN is doing, and we only are doing this with our Lenovo. Watch for this piece of paper when you get your Chromebook home. You're gonna love it because not only is it extra bonuses, but it has this. 1 year of total tech premium. For the next year, if you have any questions about your Chromebook, it could be, how do you wirelessly print? How do you download apps? How do I use Hangouts? How do I use the webcam? How do I send an email? These guys are gonna answer every question that you have for the next year. So this might be a new operating system for you on a computer, but you probably, as soon as you use it with your, it's gonna look very familiar to your Android phones and your Android tablets. There's no learning curve whatsoever. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the next year. Ask as many questions as you want. The other thing that you're gonna love about this computer, we've also doubled the warranty. And we only are doing that for HSN customers. Normally you just get a 1-year warranty. Here we're doubling to 2 years just with this Lenovo. Lenovo said, we're only doing that for HSN customers. So you get a better warranty, you get better tech support, and you also get a better computer. A computer that gets faster every single time you use it, has a 10-hour battery life, and only weighs 3.5 pounds, Shannon. It's truly like the perfect computer for anybody who needs one.
It's beautiful, and no more viruses, which means no pop-ups. You're gonna save so much time because it's gonna boot up so fast, and then you don't have to worry about any of that antivirus. It's like you get it, you turn it on, and you're up and running. Thanks so much,
Thanks
Joe.
for having me, my pleasure.
Appreciate that. All right, that's our today's special too, so get them while we've got them as our great value. We will be right back with our best value of the day right after this.
The thing I love most about shopping at HSN.
Do I have to pick just one? I'd have to say FlexPay.
It allows me to get the things I want now
And make monthly payments without any interest or fees. I got a new mattress for the guest bedroom.
A fabulous cookware set for my sister's wedding.
and a little something just for me.
FlexPay gives me the flexibility to buy what I need now.
Without the stress of having to pay for it all at once.
And no interest.
Beat that layaway.
Coming up and you're looking to impress your friends, let me show you how to make this beautiful seafood boil using my DuraPan.
Let's do seafood for the dinner party. I'm about to